Welcome to J&D Performance, same place that I went to Dyno before in a previous video. I made 976, and today we're going to try to crack 1,000, which ain't a big jump, but that's just my goal. And the only difference between then and now is I went from the 88-103 to the 92-110 vsracing turbo, and I went from the Bewley Stage 2 to a big custom grind cam that's really made for like a 400-inch motor, but it seems to really like RPM, and that's where I'm trying to make my motor live, in the high RPM. But anyways, Tyler's car, we're gonna put his car on there too. It's a black New Edge. I've done videos on it before. If you're interested in the combination, everything, we go into the combination in detail. And in a previous video, I think the name of the video is like Stella, something like that. That's the name of his car, Stella. But anyways, we both had the same goal. We want to crack 1,000, get some data, see how they do, just have a good time. So we're going to test these vsracing turbos out and see how jumpy they are or how not jumpy they are. But it ought to be a good time.
Hey Tyler, how'd the first run go, bro?
Still together.
Still together. What was that, 16 pounds?
16 or 17.
And
765.
765 with probably not that much heat in it, right? Not much timing or nothing?
36. Probably 18 degrees on 17 pounds.
Dude, we know we're on the right track, huh? That's some good numbers for the first pull.
It hasn't blown up yet.
Hey, last time my car was on the dyno, it took us how much boost to get there? It was like 18 or 19 pounds, wasn't it?
Yours made 750 on 20.
Yeah, it was.
750 on 19.
Yeah, I knew it was getting up there close to 20. So, hey man, and was that with ice water?
No, that was with Dyno water. We're gonna hold it off now.
That's awesome, bro. Where you set the controller to now?
I make 25 pounds.
Yeah. Sweet.
I'm trying to make 900 this pull.
Right. How much?
Put some plugs in it.
How much dome is that?
Right now, that was only 10 on the dome. It makes 8 without any, so it's still 1 to 1.
Right. So how much you put on the gate now?
I'm gonna put up to 15 or 16.
Okay. Sweet. I'm excited, bro. What do you think?
875. I'll tell you, real quick.
22 pounds, 875. Are you happy with that?
So far, I want to make 1,000 on 28.
Ain't gonna happen.
With a lot of sparking, though.
Hey, your belt came off, bro. Yeah, your belt came off. Remember, you got no water pump.
208.
28 pounds, you say? So 28 pounds?
28 pounds made 926 on 10 degrees.
Okay. 10 degrees peak or what?
10 degrees at peak torque, rammed into like 13 or 14.
Gotcha.
And that's just tire moving around. I'm gonna go hit the ice. That was also a hot pull. We started at 71 degrees. You're right at the net.
Fuck yeah, dude. Mine's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Mine's at 11.8 right there.
So you fixed my intake, better distribution. That was 30 pounds, and I'm losing fuel pressure.
Is that what what we thought was gonna happen, wasn't it? Fuel pumps were gonna be our limit.
Yep.
Dude, it sounds so good.
Hey, it's on a deadhead still.
Is it?
Deadhead fuel system.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Deadhead.
That's impressive, man.
Put the yellow line here.
Put you some C16 in there, fucking.
It didn't have the boost you wanted. 30 pounds of boost. 25 on the gauge, 24 on the gauge, 25. Made 30 pounds of boost, and it makes 8 pounds on the gauge. So I've got 38. No, I've got 33 holding the gauge shut and making 30.
Did it go lean on you?
No. It's running, it's got plenty of fuel, but duty cycle is going to jump up.
Yeah.
88% duty cycle with fucking FID 2000.
Yeah.
It's out of fuel.
Yeah, it's out of fuel.
Alright, I'm done.
We just got done running Tyler's car. He did extremely good. We were really impressed, and we had high hopes for what my car was going to do. His car was first in line. Mine was right after his. But yeah, I mean, first whack on the sucker, like 17 pounds, you know, made mid 700s. That's really good numbers in my opinion. And then just went up from there, and it was picking up good horsepower per pound, and then he just ran out of fuel. And that was kind of our worry from the beginning, is that his fuel system was his limit. But you know, it is what it is. If you put some race gas in there like what I did, it'll, you know, he can push it harder. Obviously it'll hold more. The motor's very happy, and yeah, it was a good day for him, and he got some really good data. So last time I was on the dyno on 30 pounds of boost on straight E85, fuel pressure was good, everything was good, cool. Went to the track, and my alternator was getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and it would lost voltage and it leaned out on me because the fuel pressure dropped. My fuel pumps are maxed out. So I've been fortunately, I've been very busy in the garage working on people's stuff, which is awesome. So I really haven't had much time to work on my own stuff. And I really don't want to redo my fuel system right now. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to do 50-50 mix, VP 110 and pump E85. So that's what's in the car now on the dyno. And duty cycle was super low, fuel pressure was great, everything was great. But the tune-up was definitely different. It definitely wanted a lot different numbers than what it did on regular E85. But it seemed to like it, and it made power, and you could tell that the harder and harder we pushed it, the crisper the car sounded, the less it smoked. I mean, it just sounded better.
That's what I say, it looks really bad. Wait, yeah.
Well, the plugs are brand new. Let's pull them, and that way we can see. You see it.
All the plugs look super wet with fuel. So I was commanding 11.7 at 30 pounds. I leaned it out to 12.0 commanding, and I went and transferred the learn table. So I'm gonna see what it freaking does. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. The plugs say it's running rich.
You want to keep these?
Nah, I'll just throw them away. But plugs say it's running rich, so it's running rich. So we're gonna keep pulling fuel, even though it doesn't make any sense to run this lean. But it does have a race gas mix in it, and race gas typically does want a little leaner AFRs. So we'll see what it does. I didn't make any other changes, just put a fresh set of plugs in it.
If you guys are wondering what the turkey fan is for, because my motor's a worn out piece of shit and it was pissing oil everywhere.
On diesel, either didn't smoke as much. I'm glad that change worked. Yeah, picked up 15 on taking fuel out.
Yeah. Just 2%, right?
0.2.
That was 0.3%
Oh,
commanded.
0.3, okay.
But it was 11.7, 11.8 the whole time.
Okay.
So I want to go.
So even with you pulling it out, it still stayed the same AFR?
Stay the same. Yeah, fucking hell, that's just mad. On this
It's okay, we're headed in the right direction. That's what matters, you know? It sounded a lot happier either way.
And down, yeah, down there, like that.
That's the only reason I did it. It only has a little bit of adjustment. I only get it like 5% where it can adjust it.
Pulling in boost, we don't, I personally, since we're wide open throttle up here, we need to kind of, we don't need to go from 12.9 and then add a bunch of fuel and stuff.
What do you want to do? Gradually?
Yeah. 13.3.
10. I always do one at a time. Or that.
What do you want?
Yeah, don't do that. We don't want 1390.
No, that's good.
I always do one solo at a time.
What do you want?
Do 1250 on 6 or shit. We're on race fuel.
That's what I'm
Yeah, it's gonna want more. It's gonna want to be leaner. That's what
saying. So 12.5 here.
12, yeah, 12.5.
There.
And then blend those from 20
Smooth and there you
Where?
go.
Like that? Or down?
no, it's gonna, because you're gonna add a bunch. Well, you can try it, but I think it's gonna add a bunch.
There you go. I like having a mouse. I can't operate that finger thing.
Like that? Or is that still shitty?
That's better.
There you go. But add, say at 15, just add a scotch there.
What do you want? I'm looking over the log and see if it actually ran the AFR that I wanted. Oh, it was low 12s the whole time. Yeah. Coolant pressure never spiked still, so.
Is it what gas you got on it? LS1?
The LS1.
That's awesome.
The 3-layer?
That's awesome. New stud, right?
Yeah, Chinese studs. When I put this motor together, I wasn't expecting to put a big turbo. So I couldn't be happier with the way my car performed. I thought it was awesome. I was extremely happy, and I mean, I was just tickled to death. I just going in there that day, first whack, made like low 900s on 30 pounds. I was immediately like, well, boys, I think we're done here. We're gonna load it up. I must have heard it. You know, I leaned it out when my alternator took a crap on regular E85. So I was like, I had to have heard it, because there's no reason it should be down that much power. But we went ahead and pulled plugs, and they were soaked with fuel. Like, well, that's weird. So as you can tell from the video, we just kept leaning it out until it stopped picking up power, and then we just put a little bit back in, and it was extremely happy. And then just started putting timing to it and boost to it, and then all of a sudden it came alive and made a number, and we were extremely happy with it.
And honestly, I didn't really think much of it until I posted my results online, and then everyone's like, yeah, that's the limit of the turbo. It'll only make 11 something. That's why I took so much dome, because, which I don't think I explained this to you guys. My car made 30 pounds of boost on 30 pounds of dome. It took 60 pounds of dome to make 8 more pounds. So 60 pounds of dome to make 38 pounds. And I made an 1131. Okay, I'm happy with the power number. Don't get me wrong. I am not upset at all for what I paid for that turbo. I'm tickled to death. But when you look at how much dome it took and how much boost it took, for the size of the turbo, they shouldn't need to be that high. You know, a legit Jose deal would be way less. We've seen it firsthand. A car very similar to mine, Joey's, with the 240. We've done a video on it before. Last time we were at the dyno. His car made 1100 on like 29 pounds, and it had a Jose S491. That thing's got a way smaller exhaust wheel. Like, it's just a smaller turbo. You would think a 92 110, that thing's a monster. It should be able to make the same power and less boost, but obviously the design just ain't up to par. But like I said, I ain't upset. I'm glad we got the data and I'm happy with it, and I'm probably not going to change the turbo for a long time. I'm not going to need over 1100, you know, for a while. And whenever I put together a built motor or something, then I'll start looking for a GT55 or, you know, something along those lines. But yeah, it was a good day all in all, and we got some good data, and it was fun. It was fun.